Well, it's here, the final episode featuring this 1978 F100 that we're giving away. And I've got to catch you guys up. The engine's in, the transmission's in, the interior is complete and looks absolutely phenomenal, but there's still some work to do. There's details all over this to finish. We've got to clean it up, got to get the hood back on it, and then tires and wheels to finish it off. And then my favorite part, we've got to shake this thing down. So I'm going to put some miles through the back roads of Tennessee, and then I also got to jam it on the interstate and get some miles down there as well. Now listen, I know some of you are here for revivals, and now that this project is complete, we're going to get right back at that starting next week. And I have got some fantastic vehicles found, purchased, and scheduled literally coast to coast and even in another country. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's finish up this Ford. Oh, it's too shiny to work on, isn't it? I think so. You could still enter for a chance to win this truck, but listen, it actually ends tonight at 11:59 Eastern Time. Tonight. And then we are no longer accepting entries for your chance to win. I've been trying to tell you guys to not procrastinate, and it's here. Moses, sandals, that went quick. Now listen, I understand that your size might be out of stock, or this item or that item is gone, but you can grab that gift card and that still gives you entries for a chance to win. And we're working really hard to get that stuff back in stock. And then you can snag it up when we get it there. Hopefully 1 to 2 weeks, everything should be back to normal there. All you got to do is go to vicegripgarage.com, snag yourself something up. Every $5 gives you one entry for a chance to win the 78 F100 and $5,000 cash along with it. As you can see, it's coming along. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We're going to finish this thing up today. First, I'm going to walk you around. Obviously, things have changed, and I wanted to explain. You know, some of you might be going, did I miss something? What happened? The engine was built, and then we did paint, and then bam, time. Just ran out of time. And when you do an episode, everything takes 60 million years longer than it should. So we just had to slam this together. It's not 100% complete, but it's in. We got all the bulk of the work done. But I'm going to finish it up with you guys. We're going to fire this thing up, let you hear it run. And like I say, our goal today is to get some miles on this thing. It has not moved other than on a trailer, off a trailer, this bay to this bay. And that is it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's walk around this thing. I'll show you what's changed and what we've got accomplished here. So I think we start right up front here at the heart of it. Last time you saw the truck, we had it painted and this was empty. So we've got the engine and transmission in. And I'm so proud of this engine. It's a straight six 300. These things are absolutely bulletproof and will last a lifetime if they're taken care of. Some or most probably would have V8 swapped this, but I didn't want to do that. And we got the juice squeezed out of this one. So now it's punched out to 305 cubic inches. We've got 9.5 to 1 compression on this thing. And we threw some upgrades at it. So now we've got the GM HEI on this thing. That's going to be really reliable, good, consistent spark. We upgraded the charging system even. Threw on this big Power Master because of the EFI and the digital fans. We've got nice ceramic coated headers on this. We've got the Offenhauser Performance 4-barrel intake. Threw the Sniper 2 on it. This is the new one improved. It's got a different connection and some other things. They moved the computer beep boops on that. And obviously it's got all new cables and doodads and whatnots. Inside the 300 here, we've got that nice performance cam. I can't wait for you guys to hear this thing. It sounds fantastic. We've got the cold case radiator, dual digital fans in here, and then pretty much everything around it is new, refurbished, or rechecked. I mean, you got brand new battery. Those are new fan relays over there. It's got a brand new brake master, went through all the brakes and everything like that. Transmission was checked out. It's got a new shifter on it. We've got a brand new clutch in this, heavy duty. I mean, this thing should be able to go 1,000,000 miles if someone really just takes care of it. Now, exterior wise, we got a bunch of stuff from AMD. This is high quality stuff. We've got brand new bumper on this. We've got the brand new tin surround. We've got the headlight inserts. We've got the new grille. We've got Holley retro brights so a guy could see what's going on, and then we went ahead and put all new lenses in this. So turn signals, side markers, the marker on the back, the tail lens, new emblems. Those look fantastic. Went ahead and threw new mirrors on it, rubber, hardware, everything like that. We've got new, really nice exhaust from Volunteer Muffler in Cookeville with rolled stainless tips. And because it's a 78 model, I don't know where this truck's gonna be going. We went ahead and put catalytic converters on it. It's a true dual system. So each pipe, 3 cylinders, has a universal cat and a muffler, and it exits out both sides. So hopefully that'll help the winner out if they're in a state that has some sort of law or regulation there. Just trying to be helpful and get the expensive side done with the exhaust there. Went ahead and threw a new back glass in, started cleaning the old one, and there was some scratches and things in it. So we went new with a new seal. Almost did a slider, but decided to do a solid piece so it doesn't leak, you know, 5-10 years down the road. Here's that other exhaust exit here, and then bumper upgrades. We got rid of that huge steel bumper, which was kind of neat because it came from the dealer, but you can't beat that nice clean chrome rear bumper. New lenses here, cleaned up this. The tailgate operates as it should now. All of that's taken care of. This paint match bed liner came out fantastic, and we're using it as a truck, and I hope whoever wins it isn't afraid to use it as a truck as well. Let's show you the interior. Made a few changes and updates there as well. The interior on this thing is just incredible. The rest of the cab got painted, and we put a headliner in it. That's the same paint as the dash, as well as a chrome retainer kit. We got a new lens on the dome light. We got a rear view mirror back in this thing, new visors, and we've got a radio now. That looks original, but that's actually an AM FM with the Bluetooth. Apparently you can digitalize your computer pocket box right into that thing and play some Waylon or whatever you want. Got the shifter in, went ahead and put a B&M shifter on that. We got new pedal rubber on everything. E-brake, clutch, brake, all of that stuff. The interior is just incredible. Smells brand new. Need to clean it up a little bit. Of course, after a build, getting in and out 100 times, gets a little bit dirty and things like that, but I'll clean all that up. Shouldn't be an issue. Throw me one side. There you go, bud. So I think we're going to start by getting this hood back on. Bradley and Jessica are going to help. Yeah, just like that, just in case we slip. I don't want to put a chip in here. You and I will lower it on, and then Mom can help support it, okay? Get that bolted on, then I got to do some cleaning. We got some water spackles on here from filling the rad and things like that. I'll show you quick what it was like breaking this motor in. I actually used a carburetor, the old fuel make it happener, because I wanted this thing to light off immediately and crank to 2,000 RPM. I didn't want this, you know, to wait and then have to learn AFR and then try to figure out RPM. Just did it the old school way, ran a hose off into a bucket, and it broke in, did great. Cam's in super awesome shape. Let you hear that. Open header. Scratch this, I'm taking it out of your allowance you don't get. You like that one? Yeah. Easy, but faster, but easier. Boy, this got dirty sitting in here. Okay, now the green tape on here is your lineup marks. See that?
You gotta come up, buddy. There you go.
Okay, you want to get one started? Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
I should have grabbed a tool first. Hang tight and grit your teeth. I'll be there in an hour. Oh, let's see. Doing okay? Mm-hmm. family that puts hoods on together stays together. I'm liking that. I think I'm liking that. Okay. What do you got over here, Browery? See that washer mark? Lift it up. Down. Up. Down. Okay. Grab that blanket. Yeah, you can let go. Grab that blanket. Let's see what we got. Okay, are we going to make contact? Anywhere?
Kind of looks. Dang.
Oh, this way.
Gosh, that paint looks so good.
That's Ford hoods are like that.
Do they hang kind of like that?
Yeah, they got this body line.
I was thinking it was off because over there it was the same way.
No, see, because it can't curve like this.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got this ledge.
That's
perfect.
I love this color.
First
so
shot,
much.
dude. So we use the tape trick on that one, just painter's tape. If you can't do painter's tape, or don't want to, if you got an old rig, spray paint, or just use a marker, because then when you land them on again, they're just perfectly lined up. Now we've got a nice shiny hood under. I'm glad I spent the time
I was
grinding all
admiring
that
it
stuff.
when I was holding it up. It looks good.
There's just something about opening up a hood and you can see someone took the time to actually clean it and everything. If whoever wins it wants to take the next step, you can go get the old insulation, stick it back up in there, make it look all a ridge. But sweet, well, that was easier than I thought.
That was way easier. I didn't feel like I did anything.
Well, I had these spacers, but I don't think we need them.
It looks good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, I would.
I do need to get a chamois or something.
Yeah.
How do you clean dust off of shiny paint?
I would air blow it, like blow the thing first.
I'm learning things about shiny cars. I don't know what to do with my hands.
That's what I would do, is I would blow it off
Man,
that
what
way
a beautiful
first.
truck.
I love it with that blue.
Maybe we sneak them to 67 instead of this one.
They might notice the
They're both
difference.
kind of white. No, I wouldn't give your truck away. Thanks, buddy. All right, love you. Go play. Yes. All right, I'm going to step away for a minute. I got to go dig through a mountain of parts and stuff, try to find the tires for this thing. While I do that, Jessica's going to take over.
You have to look for tires?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Derek has like no idea how to do anything with shiny paint, so I'm going to use this seamless, tagless rag, and I'm going to wipe it down, make it pretty again. When I'm all finished with that, I'm going to vacuum out the interior, re-wipe that down, get it looking all good for whoever's going to win this beauty. I'm not really scrubbing this here, I'm just kind of dusting it, wiping it off. It's been sitting for a long time. You can't really tell because it's really like a off-white, whitish color, but there's quite a bit of dust and dirt sitting on here from sitting over there for a few days. All right, for the interior here, I'm just gonna use this interior cleaner by Griots. So I don't get it on the new glass, I'm just gonna spray it on my rag and wipe down the seats and the dash. Not too dusty since the windows were up. There is just a little bit that I'm trying to get up here. I got it pretty good for now. I know that we're gonna try to get a few miles on this thing, so I am gonna use a vacuum and get that cleaned up. There's just like a little bit of dirt and some wire clippings and stuff I wanna get out of there.
Not too terrible when you think about everything that transpired.
Oh, you think about what to start with?
Yeah. All the bodywork dust, I can't believe that didn't get in there. Door seals must be pretty good.
Yeah. I was looking too in the door frames. If you look, like the little dots on the side there and those lines, that thing almost looks like the flag.
Oh yeah, this and this, the speaker and the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's finally time to talk tires and wheels, and you guys, I don't know, you might not expect what I have in mind, especially with the wheels. Now, when you look at this truck, I don't know about you guys, but I just see a really clean, nice, old, classic work truck. It's just a long bed, go-in-the-town rig. So I don't really want to lower it or put 18s or some fancy, expensive wheels that you don't want to curb or take off the pavement or anything like that. I'm trying to make a truck here that someone would feel confident and comfortable to drive down to the river and go fishing, or throw a canoe in the back, or hook a boat up to it, or go down some gravel roads and catch a sunset or whatever else. And we're gonna do that with an 80s style tire that's gonna give someone, well, everything we just talked about. This is an old school style Goodyear Wrangler. It's the size that would have came on the truck. It's got kind of a all-terrain, like a BFG all-terrain tread on it. And of course, you know, we gotta go white letter out for that classic look. Now, when it comes to wheels, I don't know. Let's see what you guys think. I usually make some gambles on wheels, especially with style, color, things of that nature, and I'm doing it again. Now, as far as the wheel goes, well, you're looking at it. It's right there. Yep, we are going to be using the stock factory wheels on this F100. Them there, right there. But don't worry, we are going to be painting them. And here's the caveat. I'm going to be using hubcaps. I said it. Look, I said, listen, hang in there now. Don't hang up. I've got some really special, cool poverty caps for this thing. I think you guys are really going to appreciate. You just got to trust me. It's going to give this rig a whole new look. And the best part is, every single one of you at home can do this. So let's jack this thing up. Let's start in the front. We got to bust this old rubber off, throw that in the tire pile, you know, for fires mostly. And then we got to clean these up. We're going to be painting them black, probably matte or satin. We'll see what I can find. And then we'll get these new Goodyears on. And then lastly, we're going to pop these poverty caps on. Where's the jack around this place? Can't find nothing. Yeah, yep, yeah. You know, opposite of what Aerosmith says. Going up.
What size do we need?
I think it's 13/16. If you quote me, make it a cool one. Mm-hmm. Boy, these old tires are really weather checked. Mm-hmm. It's got this goofy suspension, so I gotta lift it 19 feet in the air.
You need the adapter thing, right?
Goblin pin? What? Well, I'll send you a Christmas card from here, I guess. I was just thinking, a guy might even balance these. How's your brain now? I gotta fire up the old lung maker. Hip, step, hip. Nice. Guy might be due for a compressor rebuild. Takes about 17 hours just to make 50 pieces of wind. Yep, get off of there. Oh, one shot. Oh. Yep, get off of there. Wow, you rude. Top side first.
Pull this far?
Dinosaurs? We're out of DE 1635.
I believe so.
Ain't got no electricity. Doing the mamba. Or what's that called? Mumbo? Mumbo jumbo. Limbo. Doing the limbo. Oh, that doesn't sound right. I don't know what I was doing. Something. Might have lost my championship spray paint ring if I'm out of satin black. Still got the Ford logo on them. I'll be dipped. So this is pretty cool. You can see the Ford stamping on the wheel there. So I'm going to clean these up. We need to paint them. I'm out of flat black, which I thought would look neat behind the wheel and make it pop. But I just also realized I have more of the Wimbledon white left over from the interior cab spray. So hopefully we'll have enough to actually paint these white again like they were originally. These originally had just the dog bowl style or dog dish style poverty cap, just covered the center. That's what these nubs are here, and that's why they would have been white. But you can see these have been spray painted multiple different times. So I'm going to take this cheek poker, poke my cheeks, and then after I'm done doing this, we'll hit it with some sandpaper, and then we're actually going to mount the tire first and then paint it. If you guys haven't seen my garbage bag trick, I'll show you guys that. Saves a bunch of time, and you don't tear the paint off the lip of your wheel when you mount them either. Scrub-a-dub-dub in the tub. I'm on my own with sanding. Jessica can't, she has a work ethic, but she can't touch sandpaper. Freaks her out. It's actually pretty funny. She'll do it, but she goes,
I wear gloves, it's fine.
yeah. So these don't need to be perfect. I'm just scuffing them more so for the adhesionals. You know what I mean? And just knocking all the loose dust, dirt, mud, boogers. That's a chicken foot or something down here. I'm not quite sure what that is. Get this edge nice. Good enough. Move on to the next one. Oops. We'll brake clean those in a little bit. Jessica's going to jack up the rear end, but I'll try to get you a shot of the exhaust here. There we go. Nice true duals. Right into the headers up there. I'm gonna try to get all 4 of these tires done at once. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good. You just leave the jack on this one. Just get your head in and out of the wheel well quick. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
Yeah. A little bit more because the new tires have a little more tread. That's good.
Sure?
Yep. While Jessica's taking off those, I'm going to brake clean these other ones, just wipe them down, get them ready for primer and paint when we get to that point. Well, the guys got all these cleaned up, sanded, brake cleaned. They all look a little bit different, but you can see all the sanding and whatnot. So now we'll start peeling on the new rubber, and we're going to mount the tire on, but we're not going to beat them up yet. And that's because I've got to paint them. And I know that sounds wild, but just, you know, humor me. Follow along for a minute. Let's get all the tires on these quick, and then we'll get them set for paint.
The blue that you're seeing on these letters is really just like a protective coating to like keep those white letters white. Super simple to get off. What I have in this jug is just hot water, and I'm just going to put a little bit on this what do you call these?
Scotch-Brite?
Scrubbers.
Brillo? Scotch,
there
yeah.
There you go. I call them scrubbers, but whatever. Just going to put a little bit on there and then just scrub it off. That works too. So that comes off pretty quickly.
Boom. It's actually designed to dissolve with hot water.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That's gonna look so good. Taking a gamble with the poverty caps, but just you wait.
They're gonna look good.
Got the tires rolled in, dried off, ready to paint here. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. This is a garbage bag. And this is why I didn't seat the bead on them. So if you're getting ready to paint your wheels, this is a super easy way to do it. And you're not going to spend 97 labor hours and $442 in playing cards and license plates and cardboard and everything else, only to still not get the edge of your wheel because you've got stuff jammed up in here. So it's actually very simple, and it should only take you 2-3 minutes a wheel pop. Standard issue trash bag. You're going to want a fairly big one though, you know, not no kitchen bag. Get the bigger one. Flap this thing out. Get your coverage. Most all of them are folded right in the middle anyway. See that seam here? Did you see it? You looking at it? Okay. So come in here, make you a Halloween ghost. Ooh. I had one of those when I was a kid actually. Well, my parents did. It was a little glowing green thing. Wow. Anyway, and it would do this, make weird noise. Anyway, I digress. Do that, make this, go from the outside of the hub to the edge of the wheel here, cut it. And it may take you one to figure out, make adjustments. Open it up, hey, look at that. And then lay this around your wheel. And that is literally it. Now you can get the paint in. When it dries, you just rip this off, boom. Perfect wheel every single time. And again, the important thing is you're getting paint or material around the lip here, because you don't want to, like again, if you use playing cards, it's great, it works, in a pinch, it's fine. But then you take it off, you still got that ugly lip. If you changed wheel color or it's rusty or whatever else, you're definitely going to see that. This is just a primer and a filler, and it's just going to help fill some of these gouges in, even though we're not going to see it. And then the Wimbledon white will pop better on this than it would over this old stuff. Again, I'm not going to go crazy with this. We don't need to get 100% coverage. Good enough. Moving on. This stuff dries really quick. What is this? Duplicolor. High build. It's sandable, which I'm not going to do. I'm tell you something else in a thing or two about a thing or six. I am done sanding on that truck. I couldn't even turn the doorknob for 3 days. I woke up and my arms were just still doing this right out of bed. There we go. Sure. Okay, little buddy, you're next. Here you go. Put me in, coach. I gotta be honest. This started as, let's just slick it up a little bit. And then it just kind of, well, we can make it a little better for a little of nothing. You know what I mean? Like that paint job. That's $180 paint. That's it. What makes the difference was the labor. Well, I got labor. I can do that, right? But what I'm saying is, the plan was to just make a pretty decent little pickup, and we just kept finding affordable ways to make it more better and more better and more better. And now it is such an incredible truck. This one's going to be really hard for me to watch go. But Vice Grip Garage fans are the best fans on the planet, bar none. And I am excited for someone to have this truck. I know they're going to take care of it. I know they're going to use it. I know that their son or daughter might learn how to drive manual in it. I know memories are going to be made with it. And that's what keeps driving me. When I wake up sore, tired, mentally tired, I think about you guys. And boy, you talk about shoveling coal in a fire. I appreciate all of you so much. Whoop, a little too much. But there's nothing but happy accidents, right? right. Okay. All right, got our Wimbledon. We'll start putting some light coats on. I'm gonna first focus on getting the outside of these done. And after this first coat, I am gonna go grab my mask. Paint's really getting to me now that the guy's gotten longer in the tooth, and I ain't kidding you. If you're a younger feller, start before I did. You should not be breathing this stuff in, even spray paint. I was super naive and thought, well, it ain't commercial automotive. It's got the same stuff in it. Yeah, this will look nice. And then if the winner wants to go back to a different style hubcap than the one that I chose, which you'll see here pretty soon, they can. And they got a nice matching wheel. It's a win-win, draw-win trade. You know what I mean? Good. We'll see you guys over a fresh cup of Joe in 6 hours, 19 minutes. Good morning. What do we got today? No calm after the storm. Longmire. I like that show. I don't know why they canceled it. Scooted into town really early today and picked up an LP for the truck. So now she's legal. And also got some elongated, wind taker inners, stem things. These should be drier than Seth Rogen's laugh. So let's go ahead and assemble these bad boys, get some wind in them, and then we gotta dig out these hubcap laters. Now we get to see if a guy even remembers how to run this thing. So far, I'm not doing good. Start. Fire up. Yep, let's go. Ignition. Ignition. Is my switch broken? There we go. Nope. Let's change functions. Let's do, I don't know what OPT is. Delta. Stop. I don't even know what's happening. And then it just shuts off. Or was it thinking? 15-inch wheel, 5.7 inches wide, is that it? That can't be right. Let's try it. I gotta yell. Let's work together here. Getting there. Well, let me mess around with this. It's gonna be 17 days until I get all of them done. But we don't want someone's teeth rattling out, so we're gonna do it. Okay? Okay. Kind of going back and forth here. There we go. Because I don't want a bunch of weights hanging off on the outside of the wheel, because we're going to be putting that poverty cap on, and I just don't like the look anyway. So this one is dialed. We'll get this off. I got 3 more to go. Yay. Yep. Well, 3 balanced out perfectly. 1 is a little bit off. I could get it with the weight on the outside, but ain't gonna do that. So I'm gonna just stick that one in the rear, and that should be fine. You're only gonna feel the vibrations on the steer tires anyway, unless they're, really out around. Yep, guy could just run it just like this. We also put in new splash guards in the front. That looks great. If you remember, the old ones were all deformed and cracked. And I don't want any dirt and mud and rust starting on the bottom of these fenders or anywhere on these fenders. This is such a rust-free truck. That was just a no-brainer. Backs are still in good shape. They're just not as new looking, obviously. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. Well, the truck's down on all four paws again and looking really, really sharp. And this is kind of what I'm saying, is if the winter doesn't like the poverty cap I've chosen, you just run it like this until they figure out what they want to run. Paint matches perfectly. Okay, let me go dig these out. I've actually hid them from you for a long time. Man, the camera does this thing no justice. It is lustery. Okay, so the hubcapilators I picked up, I actually got shortly after I picked this rig up. And it took a lot of searching and interwebbing and whatever else. But when I saw the truck, I saw the color, I immediately closed my eyes and I was like, white letters and these hubcaps are the way to go. They're hard to find, but they're not expensive. And the steel wheels, they came on the rig. You know what I mean? So I started scouring planet Earth to get my hands on a good set of these. And I talked to everyone, including a guy in Greenland. I think that was more about raising sheep than hubcaps. But anyway, I found a set. Finally, got my hands on them. They're not perfect, but here they are. The legendary Explorer hubcap. I love these things. They have that classic look. They have the white inserts. Yes, these are traditionally from a 67 to 69 Ford. I get that. It's not the right year. But the look, in my opinion, is absolutely perfect. It's classy, but it's classic. It says, I'll go chase cows with this and then take the wife to Applebee's immediately after. And then we'll swing by Tractor Supply and get some chicken feed. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna throw these in the sink, clean them up with some Quad Zero steel wool, probably some Never Dull. I don't know, whatever shines these. They're not perfect. They've got little dings here and there, but either is the truck. It's really good, but it's not a Pebble Beach truck, and that's not what we were going for when we started this. It's super nice, but you can still use the darn thing, put it in a car show on Saturday, haul the pigs to town on Sunday. You get the deal. Let me clean this up. Guys got them cleaned up pretty good. This one's pretty decent shape. It has one little dimple right here. And this is why I put the extenders on the valve stems, so these would stick out like that. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes. All right, we'll do a cold start here. I still have a couple things to do. I need to set the fuel gauge and the speedo, but I can do that on the road. We got to do a running mile to set the speedo and all of that stuff. You can see it's cold, 60 degrees on the water temp. Oh yeah. Ha ha ha. Gonna flip the truck upside down. All right, let's go for a spin. Well, a tremendous amount of hard work comes down to this. It is finally time to take this Ford for a drive. I can't tell you how excited I am. I haven't driven this thing much since we parked it up due to all the overheating and engine issues. And now we've got a Hotrod 300 on fuel injection, new clutch, backed by a 3-speed, new fuel system, electric pump. We've got the beautiful interior and of course that lustrous paint, tires, wheels. I mean, it's a whole new truck. Let's take this thing for a spin. The truck is driving beautifully. A couple things, taking notes here. That's the point of the shakedown, right? I've got to bleed the brakes. They're working just a little soft. We can fix that. And then I didn't get this wheel on straight. I've got to do an alignment. It drives straight. It's great, but the wheels, you know, it ain't quite noon. My redneck alignment did not work. But man, it's running smooth, rides smooth, sounds great. We're gonna go get some fuel quick. truck sounds so good. It looks beautiful. Got about 30 miles on it right now, and it's doing fantastic. What a sharp looking truck. Cooling fans are running. Let's take a look under here. I gotta get a dipstick for it, chrome one. That's on the way. Jessica's out cruising with me. She's got easy T. This is going to be a really good cruiser. I'm running 70 to 75 on the interstate, right around 2,000 RPM is on. So you can run this down any highway you want, and she'll be sipping on the gas. And it's got lots of pep still. The Sniper 2, which this truck has a new module. It's a Bluetooth thing. So there is no little 3.5-inch screen in this truck. It actually connects to your digital pocket computer device. You can monitor vitals, gauges, change the tune if you want, whatever, right from your cell phone. That's pretty neat, and it keeps it looking really clean in here. So it's not obvious that it's on a Holy Sniper, unless you open the hood, obviously. I also noticed I gotta find the cigarette lighter. That's missing. We'll get that fixed up though, don't worry. Well, hey, that's gonna do it for this episode of Vice Grip Garage. A shorter one for you this week, but hey, don't worry. If you're wanting some revivals, they are coming up next, and I've got some spectacular ones planned. This truck turned out absolutely fantastic, and I've got a long list of people to thank. First and foremost, you. Sincerely, thank you. All of you watching, you're the ones that made this build possible. Without you, none of this would be here or be happening. So thank you so very much. We appreciate it. Big thank you to my wife for putting up with the super late nights, into the late mornings, all the crazy hours and everything that went into this truck. My sons, they've helped. Chad, Donnie, thanks to Holly for all the late night orders and hurry rush ordering and support and all that stuff. Kevin Tates with that beautiful paint job, and there's so many more. It just came together so well. And I am thrilled that one of you are gonna own this truck. And as a reminder, entries close tonight, 11:59 Eastern time. Please don't procrastinate. Go grab something or get that gift card, and good luck to you. And also, all of the rules and the no purchase necessary information is also up on the website, vicegripgarage.com. Thanks guys for watching so very much. We'll see you next week with an awesome revival, and the week after that with a revival, and then we'll do some more after that and some more after that.